Hello! In this video I will talk about the novel Mistworld by Simon Green. Mistworld belongs to one of the three novels which are prequel to main Deathstalker storyline. In this book you won't find anything about Owen Deathstalker. Even his planet, his home planet, is mentioned only one time, but author didn't go into further detail. The action concentrates on the planet Mistworld. It's a rebel planet, and at the beginning of this book, of this novel, it remains the only one rebel planet in the entire empire. In this novel you will find many characters, many strong characters with their own storylines, and author Simon Argin does not concentrate on one particular character. So I can't name one protagonist of this novel because every character interrelates with each other. Simon Green is creator of space opera, so he talks about one character, then another. This also could be pointed as a weak point of this novel because with so many characters you sometimes don't remember every name and don't remember who does what. Depiction of a main Mistworld city, Mistport, is worth mentioning. One of the characters depicted in this novel is Thief, and when he runs from one roof to another, you can feel the atmosphere of that city. You can feel frost and mist. It's always called in Mistport. You can see the river, you can see the four quarters, and when you read that book, sometimes you feel, sometimes your hands feel frost. The beginning of this book is very attractive. Once you start it, you keep on reading. But once you reach middle, it's not so interesting, but don't drop that book away. Just be patient, keep reading. When I read the middle of the book, the action began to get boring and I asked the question, so what? But after I asked that question, characters begin to kill each other, and like with other Simon Green novels, the action begins to develop in the end. And when characters began to kill each other, I thought, yeah, I don't need to remember all this name. I don't remember who does what. The novel, yeah. This world, it's not very long, but surprisingly, it has many characters in it. I said that, and also it has many storylines. Okay, it's not long. It's about 200 pages. Okay, I will tell you for sure. Just wait a second. 209 and 210. So it has 210 pages. All the storylines lead to the inevitable finale, where Mistworld, inhabitants of Mistworld, needs to defend their planet for invading Empire forces. And Empire is very clever. He tries to weaken Mistworld by three ways: by sending wild hounds to the Mistport, by sending Typhoid Mary, which is infected with illness from outside the planet, and Empire fleet of spacious wages outside the planet and wants to weaken Shield of Espers and attack the planet. The storylines which we will find in the main Deathstalker books are mentioned in the prequels, like Wolflings, Hadenmen, Investigators, Espers, and so on. It looks like Simon Ergin had all his future plots in his mind just before starting to write the main books. And yes, Mistworld and other two prequels were written before the main Deathstalker book. The last book which I read from the main Deathstalker storyline was 10 years ago. And now when I read these three prequel novels, I enjoyed them. Critics says that Simon Green is quite repetitive, and I could agree with them, especially when Simon Green describes fight scenes and alien thinking. Almost all aliens in this book, in Deathstalker Universe, in the Human Empire, are described as thinking very differently than humans, and humans don't understand them. Not at all. If you try to read all Simon R. Green books from Deathstalker Universe in one sit, you would not enjoy them as you will if you read them before. So my advice would be read the prequel series first, then wait 10 years, then read all the books in which main character is Owen the Stalker. When you finish that, wait another 10 years, and then read what's happening in the human empire after 200 years when the Stalker is dead. Just kidding. But if you never read the book from the Stalker series, from the Deathstalker Universe, the book Mistworld is a good place to start. I'm sure you will enjoy it.